Hey besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and welcome if you're new. My name is Lindsay, and over on this channel we talk about all things beauty, and in today's video we're going to be talking about fragrances, specifically new fragrance releases, and if I'm planning on purchasing or passing. Now y'all, I feel like there's been so many freaking flankers. When I look at the list of fragrances we're going to talk about in today's video, it seems like there's not a lot of standalone, new released perfumes. It seems like a lot of them are going to be flankers of something more popular that came out and the brands were like, hey, easy money, go ahead and make, some type of reiteration with a twist of this perfume. Now, I understand that's really easy for brands more than coming out with something new, but I have to say there's something about having a new perfume that is just like, it stands on its own, it's new, it's independent, it has its own zhuzh, it doesn't need to be a recreation and a hop and a skip away from another perfume, There's something about a perfume that just stands on its own, doesn't need sisters, it's the only child. It really does make me excited and impress me these days. So this one, for example, Burberry Goddess, this came out, this is not a flanker of any other perfume. It is a beautiful, fresh, lightly spicy, super vanillic fragrance, which I really do love. And this one, I think I'm so happy they came out with. I'm so happy it wasn't just another Burberry Her, flanker. Even though I love Burberry Her, do not get me wrong, and I would be so down for another one of those, but you guys get what I'm saying. I really love seeing standalone fragrances as well. And in this video, we have a lot of flankers. That's the bottom line. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am going to link all the makeup on my face down below if you're curious, as well as all these perfumes. And also, as I'm talking about new perfume releases, if you see something I talk about that you really want to see on this channel, then go ahead and let me know down below, and that will definitely push the odds in your favor that I will be making a video. Starting out with a perfume that one of you has already requested me do a video on, which is Prada Paradoxe. Now y'all, I think the original Prada Paradoxe is so nice. It definitely comes off to my nose really warm and fruity, but then also floral with the jasmine, but the jasmine is not done. I love the way it's done in that perfume to where it's not too mature. I feel like there definitely is still some youthfulness to it. My favorite note in that perfume is definitely the tangerine in the original Prada Paradoxe, and this new version, the Intense, doesn't have the tangerine note, which that's the only reason I'm kind of skeptical of it. They definitely replaced that with like moss and also what else, more amber, because they have something in there called Amber Fix, which is more of like an ambery scent. Also additions of celandine, which is also a musky kind of scent. So still with some fruits because we have pear and we also do have bergamot. So I'm hoping because we still have those two top notes, it's gonna still be a little bit of youthful and fun vibe in the opening. I do love that about the original, and if that was just not in this new one, I don't know if I would love it as much. Overall, it just seems like it might be a more, I don't want to say like mature, just because it might be a little bit more powdery and clean and ambery, but I think it's definitely gonna be more, what's a nice way to say it? Like refined, more of a refined kind of palette. So I'm definitely excited to smell it. I just love the original so much, and the price points on this are 1 fluid ounce for $105, 1.6 for $135, and 3 for $165. I'm gonna transfer over to Fragrantica, where it shows top notes of pear, neroli, and bergamot, middle notes of jasmine moss and neroli essence, and base notes of amber fix, serenaloid, I'm probably saying that wrong, amber, bourbon vanilla, and vanilla. And you know what? In the original, we just have that bourbon vanilla, no additional vanilla. So I am hoping maybe it's a little bit sweeter. We will have to see. Lots of florals going on. We still have the neroli. No tangerine though. The tangerine and the original is so juicy and delicious. So we're gonna have to see how this new one smells. but I wish they wouldn't have taken out that tangerine, because the tangerine with the warmth is just really inviting and just very tasty and fun. So we'll see, but as of right now, because one of you did ask, I am leaning towards more so getting it in the next few days. Next up is a gorgeous release, and this is Valentino Donna Born in Roma Pink PP. Why it's called Pink PP, I don't know. I would just assume it's the initials of the person behind the fragrance, but even then it does look a little off. It has top notes of Calabrian green mandarin, heart notes of orange blossom, and a base of Madagascar bourbon vanilla. Only 3 notes shown. This is on Fragrance Watch, on Trend Mood, and also on Fragrantica, and I don't know, I'm very excited to get my nose on it. It's currently available in Sephora for $156 for a 100 milliliter, and do I want to get it in the big size? Not necessarily, but y'all, if I have to do it, I gotta do what I gotta do. I want this fragrance so freaking bad, not because it's gonna smell amazing and that's what I am kind of predicting, but because the bottle is absolutely insane. It's bright pink, it's in your face, it's not playing any games. It's a beautiful bottle. So I'm hoping it's gonna smell absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I said the notes already. I think I did. It's the green mandarin, orange blossom, and Madagascar bourbon vanilla. Even with the intense, it had a little bit more notes shown than that. And that perfume was really nice, so I'm hoping this one is a good mix. I do love citrus, I do like bourbon vanilla, and I do love orange blossom, so I think this is gonna be a nice fragrance, and sometimes less can definitely be more. I just need to know, why is there no jasmine? Like, jasmine is such a popular thing when it comes to Valentino Donna Born in Roma. The original has 3 jasmines, and in this one we don't get any that they're saying, so that's a little off-putting. Even like the other Valentino Donna Born in Romas, those do have jasmine, with the exception I think of Yellow Dream. I think that one has rose instead, if I'm not mistaken, so that's a bit weird. You're also not getting the black currant, which I just really do love, and so you're not getting that jasmine tea, of course. You're not getting that lovely cashmere. But nonetheless, I'm gonna give it a chance. Again, this could smell like literal toilet water, and I'd still probably buy it for the bottle. Probably, I would hope that I have enough self-discipline not to do that, but the bottle is it's just so stunning. And y'all, the notes look nice. If anything, it's gonna be a nice, okay fragrance, and I feel like for how beautiful the bottle is, I'll just go ahead, use it up, and then I'll put another fragrance inside of it if I don't end up loving it, you know? So yeah, those are my thoughts on this new one. Overall, I think it's gonna be nice again. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite fragrance in the world just looking at the notes, but I do like the notes that are shown, so that's a good sign. What are you thinking? Are you gonna pick it up? Are you thinking of passing? What's going on in your head? I want to know. Now, I don't know if this is normal. They might have lost their minds, or maybe I'm losing mine. Y'all let me know down below, but Libre Absolute Platine Parfum from YSL for the 3 fluid ounce is $192. Is that normal? It says the ultimate sensual fragrance crafted with captivating tension that harmonizes fire and ice when it graces the skin. Sounds great. The price though, I don't really know. This one says it brings back the original Diva Lavender, which I think is in the original fragrance. A lot of people don't love the lavender in the original. They find it to be a little bit too sharp and a little bit too masculine and edgy. For me, I really love it. I think it gives woman in charge, and when you're all dressed up, I think when you put that fragrance on, it really does something to me. It is so complimented and I love it. I don't find it to be masculine, at least more masculine than it is feminine. That's just my opinion, and I love the original. So I have heard this one is supposed to go back to the root of the fragrance and smell very similar to that one, but just a little bit more, I think, clean and powdery. So I'm gonna look up the notes on Fragrantica, but how do you feel about that price point? Sheesh. Now the bottle, this is another one where the bottle looks so cool. It has this really beautiful shimmery silver packaging, and it just looks very, very cool, I have to say. So even on that alone, I do at least want to see it in store, because if it looks like in person how it does online, I'm gonna be so intrigued to get it just off of packaging alone. Now y'all, I know I play around and I say that I would just buy something for packaging, but of course it has to smell good at least, you know? So this one has notes of, ooh, I'm not the biggest fan of aldehydes. Sometimes I think they're all right, but sometimes they do bother me in fragrance, and it comes off a little bit more mature than I would like. Other times it's just a nice clean laundry kind of vibe, which does make my clean fragrances really good, you know, and enjoyable. But I'm excited to smell this one. I think I won't blind buy it for that reason. So top notes of aldehydes, bergamot and mandarin orange, middle notes of lavender, blue lavender and orange blossom, and base notes of vanilla and amber. So again, the only difference I see here is just, you know, the aldehydes, which it could be hit or miss. It definitely might come off a bit more powdery and clean. I just have to get my nose on it. But how do I feel about this one? It's not something I saw coming, and I think a cleaner, you know, more powdery version of the original would be nice. I'm not dissing it, I'm just not super excited after seeing the aldehydes, you know? We also have the After Hours Sol de Janeiro perfume spray, and you guys, this smells straight up, in my opinion, like flower balm, maybe a little bit diluted, but it really does give me the vibes. It has the midnight jasmine, amber woods, and the black currant. To me, it comes off super floral and also sweet, sexy, mysterious, very much date night vibes, very much night on the town. Super beautiful, you guys. I really do love it. And I mean, hey, to have the actual flower balm scent for, how much is this? I think it's $25. That's great. But I gotta be honest, it does not last any longer than maybe 2-3 minutes. And if I'm being honest, I want to see the brands that I love that are more affordable come out with their own standalone perfumes. Is this limited, by the way? I think this might also be limited edition, but I'm so tired of seeing these brands, especially the more affordable Zara, you know, what else, Orientica. I want to see these gorgeous brands come out with perfumes that are not just, you know, duplicates and clones of these originals, of these expensive bottles. I want to see more, and I want to see original perfumes from them. I know they can do it. They make these delicious dupes, but I would love to see more standalone original perfumes. I don't know, is it just me? Like, do you guys like it when these affordable brands come out with dupes? I do too, but I just want to see more than that. I want you to do something that's original to your own brand. That way people aren't just like, yeah, whatever, Zara, I already have these perfumes, I don't need to buy the others. You know, there's people like that. I want them to be able to say, Zara, they have these original, beautiful, articulate, just thought out fragrances, which they do definitely have. I'm just using Zara as an example, but Sol de Janeiro, they're either making limited perfumes that you just can't get your hands on, or as we see now, we do have something kind of new, but it just smells like something we already currently own, and it doesn't even last. So that sounds super negative and super harsh, but it's just my own opinions, you guys. I do like having it in my collection. Again, I just wish it did stick on my skin a little bit longer. Did you get this? Did you love this? Do you feel similar to how I feel? I want to know your opinions. So I have tried 3 different times to say this, and so I'm just gonna have to apologize in advance, but Givenchy's L'Interdit Rouge Ultime, this is a fragrance that is supposed to be very warm and also very woody and floral. It has notes of orange blossom, cacao shell, and also patchouli, which is great because when I see patchouli side by side, I need to also see a sweet gourmand note. I'm hoping we do get that cacao, because if we don't get it prominently, I'm probably not gonna love the fragrance. If the patchouli is really strong in it, I have to have some sweetness to really level it out. I don't know if you guys are the same, but it has top notes of neroli, orange blossom, and jasmine. heart notes of tuberose and cacao shell. And then patchouli, vetiver, and ambroxan at the base, which vetiver and ambroxan are pretty like fresh, clean scents. They can be, so I'm hoping that's what we get in this. That's really interesting, actually. Yeah, I haven't tried anything from this line. I don't want to say the name again because I don't want to butcher it. After I get off this video, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna try to find some YouTuber who says this correctly so I can go ahead and practice for next time and sound more educated. But anyway, this is $140 for a 2.7 bottle, and honestly I think that that is okay. Definitely better than the YSL Libre. And you guys, I have heard really great things about these bottles. I really have, so I'm excited. I do love the bottle. I think it's stunning. I think they also have one that is like clear but with yellow inside. I think that's the original. And then there's also one that has more of maybe like a burgundy bottle. Am I making this up? I don't know. But I'm so excited to at least smell it in store. Lots of florals going on. We have tuberose, which I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of, but for me personally, I tend to get along pretty well with tuberose fragrances. The bubblegummy smell I actually really do enjoy, so I am very, very intrigued, and I will keep you updated on if I do purchase. Are you gonna purchase it? Are you excited about it? I know this particular line has a big following. Just realized I think all we've talked about so far is flankers. Are there no standalone perfume releases? That's so weird. But anyways, my only hope with the fragrance is that we do get a big burst of that cacao, because if we don't, I'm not sure if I'll love it. This is exciting. This is Christina Aguilera Xtina. This is top notes of sparkling raspberry, blackcurrant, and bosque pear, so it might open up super fruity and floral and maybe even bright and fun. Ooh, I love that. Heart notes of sugared rose, petals, jasmine absolute, and violet leaf. If it was vanilla absolute, I would be just in there. And then also base notes of patchouli, oak moss, amber, and musk. Okay, so we're gonna have more of like a clean, kind of mossy, but also earthy base. It looks like kind of a warm base there. I mean, there's no gourmand note, it looks like, unless I skipped it. And we also have patchouli. But I do like patchoulis with fruity notes as well. So this is kind of exciting. A 0.5 fluid ounce for $18 and a 1 fluid ounce for $24.53. Why not try it? I think I might actually buy that, because why not? That is very, very affordable. I do love Christina Aguilera. Burlesque is one of my favorite movies with her in it, and it's definitely bringing me back to that with this beautiful hair just blown out, red lip, blue. She's just so gorgeous. She really, really is. I mean, the bottle, I don't care too much for the bottle, if I'm being honest. Like this red X going through it, I know Xtina, but I don't really love the bottle. But you know, the scent is what matters at the end of the day. So excited to see that combination of fruity with those florals and also that earthy texture. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna smell really good just off of first impressions. The only thing that looks like I might not mesh that well with it is at the base, but we're just gonna kind of have to see how that goes. Hopefully the patchouli is very light in this fragrance, not like a dirty too earthy patchouli. Hopefully it just makes it more long lasting and also just adds to the complexity. Out of all these, the ones I think I'm really gonna get my hands on are the Xtina, the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Pink PP, and maybe, I'm pretty sure I'm going to, because one of you asked, the Prada Paradoxe Intense. So look out for those reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, besties. Bye!